Welcome to Fitness Business Secrets. Today, you have a solo episode with Jimmy, and what I'm going to be covering for you guys is how you can build a seven-figure fitness business. I'm going to be covering 5 pillars that you must hit if you want to reach absolute dominance inside your fitness business. Now, I come to you guys just sharing my lessons along the way. Okay, I can't map out absolutely everything that you need to do in this podcast for you today, but what I can share with you are a couple of lessons that I learned in scaling 2 multi-7-figure businesses. I did so under a lot of duress. Not everything worked in my favor. If you have a look over my life, guys, I probably wasn't, meant to have, this type of business success, but I believe that if you hit these 5 pillars, like I did myself, your chances of actually having a 7-figure fitness business will be much higher than they are right now. We're going to be covering today the belief that it's possible, having the right business model, making sure you have the right mentors, having advanced marketing and sales, and having a 7-figure mindset. Now, guys, the first one is you must have overcome your limiting beliefs. You must believe that this is fucking possible. Now, quite often when I meet other 7-figure business owners, they're not actually like super talented, right? They don't have some uncanny ability that's different to everyone else, but they do have unwavering belief that it is possible. Okay, so if you want to have a 7-figure business and you have like limiting beliefs right now where you don't think it is possible, okay, you are really going to struggle because you're putting self-imposed limitations on yourself. That is going to hold you back on an incredibly challenging journey to be able to hit 7 figures. Okay, but I want you guys to be able to visualize success. Okay, and that's where like writing down your goals every day, having vision boards, all those like little things that are easy to do and easy not to do, right, really do help on your journey, because building a 7-figure business is incredibly tough. You've got to be really laser focused on getting the goal, because you're going to be kicked in the guts many times on the way there. You're going to have so many obstacles, so many barriers, so many test days, like days where it's like, this is really fucking hard. And if you can't visualize success within your business, what it's going to give your life that you currently don't have right now, how it's going to improve your quality of life, how many people that you're going to help, and how much better it is going to make your life, you will not get over those test days. And let's just be really honest, guys. Only about 4 to 7% of business owners across the world ever hit 7 figures. Okay, so the odds are against you. Okay, so you must be able to visualize success. Okay, and the easiest way to do this is to find success stories. You want to find other people who have created 7-figure fitness businesses, who had similar goals, similar inspirations as you, to get proof that it's possible. Okay, and that's where mentorship groups are so good, because you can jump into those mentorship groups and you see other people absolutely crushing it, and you can start to learn from them. You can start to become friends with them. You can start to learn a little bit more about their story and their journey, right, to know that it is possible. But I'm telling you guys right now, it is 100% possible that you can do it. 100% possible, because I was able to do it myself when the odds were stacked against me pretty much 80% of the time. But let's just be honest. The odds are stacked against you right now with your little 5K a month, 10, 15, 30, 40K a month business, right? Your odds are always stacked against you, but are you willing to do the work required to be able to achieve greatness? Okay, but then of course, guys, going to point 2, you've got to have the right model. You have to have the right business model to hit 7 figures. Your business model must be able to scale. Okay, you need to know, what are your different product offerings? How many people are you going to have in each? What's the price point? Okay, what are you doing in terms of your group training, your online training, maybe one-on-one personal training, nutrition coaching? Okay, are you pricing your services correctly to be able to hit 7 figures? That's a simple yes or no answer. You should have like a little model. Okay, it's something that I get to do with a lot of people, because they do come to me to build 7-figure fitness businesses. Okay, and generally in a 7-figure fitness business, guys, you have multiple streams of income. Okay, you might have group training, one-on-one personal training, semi-private training, nutrition coaching. That's what we had in our gyms. Okay, potentially online coaching. Okay, making sure that you have those multiple revenue streams so you can actually hit 7 figures. And that's where really spending time on your model, on what your business model is going to look like over the next 3 years, is a very, very valuable thing that you can do if you actually want to hit the 7-figure mark. Okay, and guys, you must, like, absolutely must have really good financial management in your business. You've got to know how to read your P&L. You've got to know your cash flow in your business. You've got to know how to reinvest in your business. You've got to know your ROI and your ads. You've got to know your profit margins. Okay, if you don't know that stuff, when you get a 7-figure business, you might not actually fucking want it because it won't be profitable. Okay, and that's where one of the best investments I ever made was hiring an accountant for 6 months. I worked with that accountant one-on-one to learn how to manage my own money, to learn how to make my own decisions. Now, of course, I had mentors along the way, but you must be open and willing to understand the financials within your business. Okay, because when you start to have a bigger business, there's more at play. Okay, there's more staffing, all those kind of things. So you must make sure that you know how to manage fucking money if you ever want to get to 7 figures, guys. And then, of course, you need to have the right mentors. Okay, I would highly recommend, if you want to have a 7-figure fitness business, that you fucking hired someone that's actually had a 7-figure fitness business. That would probably be pretty handy if you think about it, right? Okay, you must be able to find a mentor that you relate to, find a mentor that you believe in, and find a mentor that you can trust, because they are going to advise you on things to do sometimes before you need to do them, when you don't realize that you actually have to do it, and you have to blindly fucking follow and have faith in them. Okay, it's very, very important. And I would recommend at this level, right, not fucking around with group coaching programs and shit. Go to someone and hire them one-on-one. So you get customized help on your business, customized, not 20 people in a group coaching call just waiting for answers and shit. Okay, but then you must also network with the right people. Okay, that's within the coaching programs that you're in. You must have like a board of mentors, some people that can help you with marketing, some with sales, maybe with retention. And if you have a look at like all the course, if I rattle off all the courses that I've done very, very quickly, right, to be able to get to 7 figures, let's go. Okay, so I did one-on-one mentoring for 2 years with a guy who had 16 gyms one-on-one. That was incredibly expensive when I didn't have the money, but it was worth it. I've done one-on-one sales coaching with Matt Ryder from Sales Sniper, one of the best fucking sales experts in the world. Again, incredibly expensive. I've done one-on-one mentorship with accountants. Okay, I've done business coaching courses on how you actually build structures of a business. I've also had one-on-one marketing coaches, one-on-one coaches on how to grow off Instagram, how to grow a Facebook group, how to run off paid ads. All these mentors are like 5 to 25 grand a pop, guys. Right? And this is each different fucking course that we've done along the way, right? And that's just the ones off the top of my head. I'm sure there's some amazing people, right, that I'm missing along the way. So how much are you investing into your mentorship right now? Maybe you need to potentially invest a little bit more to know your gaps, okay? Because if you want to have a 7-figure business, you better believe that you better be increasing your knowledge and the decision making that you're making on a daily basis. And then of course you need mentors for accountability. Okay, people really, really struggle to keep themselves accountable. And I say that as someone who struggles to keep himself accountable, right? And that's why you have mentors, to make sure, right, that your mentors know where we're heading and they keep you on track. Okay, they're meant to push you outside of your comfort zone. Okay, and let's talk about marketing and sales. If you've ever read a couple of books, maybe listened to our podcast, you understand that if you're under 7 figures, marketing and sales is the simplest way to get there, to get really, really advanced at your marketing and sales. I know a lot of, shit businesses in terms of their delivery that still hit 7 figures because they can fucking market and sell. Let's just be honest. Okay, but in your marketing, guys, and your sales, you must be willing to make data-driven decisions. Okay, do you know your cost per lead? Do you know your cost of acquisition? Do you know your front-end ROI and your ads? Do you know your back-end ROI? When you have your virtual assistants, do you know their cost of acquisition? Do you know the ROI that you're paying for staff when they're doing marketing activities in your business? Do you know how many leads you get off Google? How many off your website? How many off Instagram? How many off your Facebook personal profile? what the averages are? Do you know your best campaigns over the last 12 months in terms of lead cost and also ROI? If not, there's a good place to start. Okay, so start to make data-driven decisions, not just like, my leads are like a little bit down like this week, which most people say, but that most people who say that don't have a seven-figure fucking business. If you ever go to like lunch or dinner with seven-figure business owners, one thing that you will notice now is they talk about data a lot. They're like, hey, our no-show rate's 18% at the moment. I'm trying to get it down to 15%. They don't say dumb shit like, I'm struggling with no-shows at the moment. Okay, because that's what people who don't own seven-figure businesses fucking speak like. Okay, then obviously you need to personalize your marketing. Okay, you need to understand like who's your avatar or your niche, who are you targeting? Okay, how can you make it really laser precise for your business? Do you have the right offers? Do you have the right front end offer leading into your back end offer? Okay, and then obviously, guys, you do have to focus on retention. Okay, very, very important. You want to have loyal customers. And then let's finish off, okay, with do you actually have a seven-figure mindset? Okay, this is something that is very near and dear to my heart, okay, because I don't think I'm the smartest man, okay, but I do believe I have a very, very powerful mindset. And if I set my mind to something, I can do it. Okay, now when you want to have a mindset, there's a couple of things that you must hit. One, you must do what you said you were going to fucking do, regardless of your feelings, regardless of your emotions, regardless if you've had a bad week on sales. Are you going to get on the phones on a Saturday, Sunday to make it fucking happen? Or are you going to say you need work-life balance and do fuck all on the weekends? Okay, because when you're building a seven-figure business, you work really, really hard to have a life that others will never fucking have. Okay, so you do have to sacrifice along the way, but you must hold your word. Okay, you also must be willing to embrace risk. Okay, not everything is all sunshine and rainbows when you're building this seven-figure business. You must be willing to take calculated risks to get really high returns. I'll tell you a big risk that I once took. I was fluffing around, spending like 20, 30 bucks a day on my ads. I had a mentor. He goes, Jimmy, if you want to have a seven-figure business, you need to spend $1,000 a week on ads. He leant over my shoulder. He goes, are you ready to do it, son? I was like, yes. And he just turned my ads up to $1,000 a week. That was a calculated risk that changed my life. I still remember it. It was in Melbourne. Okay, I didn't know what to do with the fucking leads. I didn't know how to handle them, but you make it happen. He's like, can you promise me you'll call your leads twice a day, you'll text them once a day? I was like, yes, sir. And you just get it fucking done. And then also, guys, you must constantly be learning. Okay, if you had all the knowledge and you could put it into action, you would not have a goal of having a seven-figure business. You would have a goal right now of maybe profiting seven figures, or maybe going to 8 figures, or maybe 3 to 5 mil a year. You have no idea what you don't know right now. No idea, right? Because you have no idea what it's like to fucking run a seven-figure business. So you better hope to God that you can invest at least 30 minutes to an hour every single day where you're getting better. Okay, where you're constantly driving, you're constantly improving, you're learning more about marketing, learning more about sales, learning more about staff hiring, how to motivate your staff, how to track better KPIs, how to automate your business a little bit better. Because you have so many things to learn on your process to actually having a seven-figure business. Okay, and that continual learning and that constant growth will be one of the pillars that you need to hit. So guys, that's a couple of things, right, that you guys can do if you do want to have a seven-figure fitness business. I know that everyone watching this or listening this can have a seven-figure business. I've absolutely no doubt in my mind, but the question always is and will be, are you willing to do what it takes to get there? And are you willing to become the person that deserves to own a seven-figure business? Because right now, you are not the individual that deserves to have a seven-figure business. Otherwise, you will have it. It would already be done. It would already be locked up. Okay. And that's where you need to look internally and really make sure that you implement some of the steps that I hit today. Okay. I say this because I love you guys. And I know just one person, okay, will listen to this training and will take action and will change their fucking life forever. I also know there'll be hundreds of people who will listen to this and do fuck all off the back of it. And those people don't deserve to have a 7-figure business. So you need to decide right here, right now, do you really want a 7-figure business? And are you willing to do what it takes? Because all you have to do is re-listen to this training and start to implement some of the steps so you move forward. And you know your gaps. When I was saying stuff, you'd be like, oh, fuck, I don't do that. I don't do that. I need to get better here. And if you're saying that internally to yourself, go out and take action and actually start to move forward towards having this 7-figure business. Or take it off your fucking goals and say it's not a goal of yours right now. It's not important. I'm not willing to sacrifice. I'm not willing to work hard enough for it. And then at least you can stop lying to yourself. I hope you guys have the absolute best day. I hope you have the best week whenever you are listening to this training on the podcast. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys do have. If there's anything that didn't give you as much context as you need, if there's any resources, anything like that, please make sure that you guys reach out to me. I'm always here to help.